All right. Yay. Um, Hi, Opus family. It's Kayla, and welcome to Water Cooler Wednesday. I hope that everyone is having a great day today. So far, so good over here. Our weather is perking up quite a bit, and I'm back home and in the office. So that's super exciting. Um, Excuse me while I set that up and I keep an eye on that. So, if it's your first time joining us, welcome. My name's Kayla. I'm the client account consultant here at Opus Management. We are a business that is focused on bringing enterprise technology solutions to the small business world. So there's a lot of things that we look at and that we can do and offer and help you with your small business to help you grow exponentially, right? So a lot of people kind of struggle with the cost around how do you have, an HR portal? How do you have, a social media manager or even a social media team that's helping you generate content and get that content out there? So it's hard as one person, especially when you are, maybe a company of only 5 or 6, to juggle all of the pieces. So answering all the social media parts, making sure that your portal that your employees are coming to check for, to check and see, what's going on with the business is up to date, making sure that all of your SOPs are up to date, making sure that you've got a handbook, making sure that you're able to double check that everything's signed off on and you've sent it to all of your employees and you're not really sure who's actually seen it and who hasn't. So that's some of the stuff that we're here for and that we want to help you with your business. So So, pardon me. So this month, we've really kind of started talking more, going back down the social media road, because I think that that's something that that's definitely an opportunity that we want our customers to really kind of take a hold of. Your brand and your message, your growth in the community, whether that's, amongst your peers or amongst, potential customers. That's really, that's one of those things that we're striving to help you guys grow, right? And so we're not restricting the businesses that we want to help. I have an expertise in the agricultural industries, also in veterinary medicine and retail. Tim and TJ, we've got everything from travel to hotels. We've got food businesses. We've got manufacturing companies. We've got, shipping companies, transit companies. We haven't limited ourselves on who we can help and, how we can best serve you and support you in growing your small business. So just something, to think about if you're looking for a consulting firm to help you grow. So when you guys think about social media, we've kind of talked about what the voice looks like, thinking about your clientele. I'm thinking about your audience. Who are you reaching out? Who are you trying to reach and connect to? All of these pieces are really important when you start thinking about your brand guide. And I have been kind of a poster child for that. So I've started, way back when I've started a small business of my own, just kind of marketing on social media and growing it through my friends and their friends, just kind of that word of mouth piece, just making sure that being consistent across the platforms, right? So I think that, Facebook is pretty prominent. I use my personal social medias on occasion to promote some of those things, but as you're building your brand, you really want to bring that value to people, even if it's just something small. So the things that are shareable are that information that maybe not everybody knows, and you may think that everybody knows it, but that's not always the case, right? So I've used this example before. I travel a lot with a trailer with my horses in it. I'm in Texas. It's freaking hot sometimes, guys. I mean, like we play in that 100 plus degrees, and what I found was, putting ice bags in the trailer was a big thing. So that was something that I shared on social media, and it went a ton of places. A ton of people shared it. A ton of people, used that information, reached out to me and asked questions. And that's a platform, when pieces start getting shared, and it's information like that, when you're coming from that place of let me help others, people will see what you genuinely are. And you can do this with a brand too. And we see it with a lot of trainers that, a lot of companies that are putting out those little known facts, whether it's about them, about the industry, just something that can help them. So when you're going through, don't cram a bunch of sales down everybody's throat. Keep your brand on, keep in line on your brand. And don't forget to ask for help where you need help. So if you get stuck, if you're having some problems with content generation, if you're having some issues with, being able to reply back or respond back or monitor all of the social medias, because goodness knows there's a ton of them. I mean, right now I'm on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn, and we run this live stream through, thankfully, a platform that will live stream on about 8 different platforms. And so we're just keeping with the main group of it. On occasion, I also will live stream on my TikTok on my cell phone, while we're going through that. And that's just one of the pieces, to think about when you go through this. So don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to ask for help. And even if that's just in the prioritization, if it's, if you still want to, you can still do things with a social media manager. I think that that's a big misconception where, I've got somebody to manage my social media, like I can never post on it again, or I can never, manage something. You can still do it. That's just that conversation that you have with your social media manager, right? So you have that conversation in, hey, like, what are your feelings around XYZ? I've had that conversation a couple of times where it's been, hey, look, I'll field all of the questions. I can handle most of them, right? Especially if I have kind of a set standard of guidelines. I can handle most of the questions. Anything that I don't feel comfortable answering, I'll send over to you. So typically I will just screenshot it and send it over, or send an email or a message and say, hey, double check such and such account on Instagram. Like, you need to look at this because you need to answer this question from so-and-so. And also, if you've got somebody that's managing your social media, it's nice to check up on what they're saying, right? So if you're getting a ton of messages, which if you see those, double check them and see what kind of responses they're giving. You can build automated response into some of it. So Facebook, I know, has moved to that where you've got like a main selection of answers. So you can use that. So I will tell you guys, so last week we were off at, I was at an event, and I do a lot of promotion of my own horse. And I was able to find a way to drive people over just to talk, right? Like, even if it was just their kids coming to pick up a prize. So I hid some little unicorns throughout the venue, and if you found one, you could bring it over. And I had just some goodies, right? Some things that didn't cost me a whole lot. I had like 1,000 stickers, and I had some microfiber cloths with his name on it. I had some koozies. The koozies were a big hit, especially the magnetic ones. Just some promo stuff that I had made by a friend's business, and I was able to give that stuff out. So I helped her. I drove my own personal horses promotion. And then I also, in turn, got to meet a ton of people that I wouldn't have met otherwise. got to talk to a lot more people about my horse, about what we were doing and showing. And then my friend that was with me is part of another association. So she also got to talk to people when they came over with their horses about her registry and growing the buckskin registry. So little things like that you can do. Face-to-face meetings are very lacking. We went through the pandemic, we went through COVID and lockdown, and everybody got really comfortable doing everything from their phone. And so I think as a business, the more you can do with a hand, back to the handshake days and meeting face to face and talking to someone, not doing it all over social media and text is crucial. So even if you're uncomfortable, that would be me, going live on things really is helpful. It helps put the voice and the tone. It helps to build, it builds a better quality of your brand if you will step out of your comfort zone every once in a while. And, you never know who you're going to meet, and you never know who you're going to talk to. So look at everything as an opportunity as you go forward, right? Don't think you're going to build a business strictly sitting behind your computer and letting things just happen. You have to put in the work. You have to build that brand. So we will be back. I will be back next week. I'm always here on Wednesdays. Almost always here on Wednesdays. There's been a couple I've missed. But if you have any questions, swing by one of our social media pages, leave it on a post, shoot us a message. We would love for you guys to follow us and join us every week for Water Cooler Wednesdays. Again, my name's Kayla. You can find us at opusmanagement.us on the World Wide Web. We've got most of our information there on services that we offer. We also have opusmanagementdesigns.com. That would be for all of our social media and website designing that we can help you out with. You can go on there and schedule a free consultation with our marketing team, and we'll reach out to you. Most likely you'll get to talk to me about it, just because I tend to take on a lot of those with just my timing and what I'm able to do. But swing over, give us a follow on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube. We'd love to have you as part of our community and family. And outside of that, I will see y'all next week.